para yung funding requirements, diretso na sa akin. So, yung at least ang ating interactive.
Sabi lang sila sa point. Tapos sabi ko sa pagkalitan ng
But this one, you were the one who prepared.
Yes, sir. Yung ano lang yung kinaya. Just to be known. Invaluable complete about us. So there's even our ability to are not this is we had general assembly for the item. So the fishing management is under
Yes, sir. Yung museum, I placed them directly under the office, so you can fast track that project.
Serenma, we are also live via the official Facebook page of the Philippine National Police Public Information Office. Thank you.
There are tons of materials, as we call that, but it's not actually standard. Given this one. It's very old sa namin. Nakunin, sir. Sabihin ko na lang muna. So this early, this afternoon, I'm actually asking the conference. But at least now, sir. I've seen others they were used for shooting the film, but that has no national significance. Maybe there's significance to the Yes, up to now. The English, yes.
Kasi nakita ko sa Malaysia yan eh. Tapos, because ang significant na accomplishment, parang function of them kung makita na at least the particular accomplishment ay na-recover na.
It's actually not related to something in the business. I'm not related to that. Kaya lang, because there's no pollution, ayos tayo.
Ito yung doon sila papasok kasi i-consider sila ng presidente.
Magsisilbing leksyon ko. Ako ang simula ng pagbabago. Di magpapatinag, ano man ang ibato.
We would like to request everyone to please settle down and please take respective seats.
Bungad ng umaga, isip ko, serbisyo na. Di mapakali, mag-aatubili. Magsisilbi sa bayan, umaga at gabi. Manunuyo kahit isinasantabi. Tawag ng tungkulin, isa sa puso ko. Negatibong komento, magsisilbing leksyon ko.
Guests and visitors, please take respective seats. And after the event, please
Bungad ng umaga, isip ko, serbisyo.
Ito yan.
Ito yung binigay ng museum.
Yan na nandito na lahat.
Hindi ko alam. Yung ating...
Bungad ng umaga, isip ko, serbisyo na. Di mapakali, mag-aatubili. Magsisilbi sa bayan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Humanity, and the official Facebook page of the Philippine National Police Public Information Office, and here at the PNP Museum, Camp Brigadier General Rafael T. Crame, Quezon City. Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the entrance of colors by the Headquarters Support Service. Please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem by the tagapagtaguyod ng sining at kultura ng Pilipinas.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, dahil sa silanganan, hanap ng puso, sa dikdik ay buhay. Upang hirap, doon ka lang magiging, sa manlulubig, di ka pasisi, sa lahat tulog sa simayan, sa langit mo ako, ay alam mo lang ako sa pagkakailangan, ang sa
And now, the UN hymn by the United Nations Intergovernmental Organization Institute for Humanity. May we call Police Brigadier General Jason Ortizo, Director, PNP Chaplain Service, to lead us the invocation.
Let us bow our heads and be aware of God's loving presence. Let us pray. Loving and gracious God, your perpetual blessings kept us acquainted with our life's journey, and so we adore your immeasurable goodness, praise your omnipresence, and glorify your infinite reign. Deep in our hearts, we thank you for allowing us to gather and witness the Doctoral Conferment ceremony of our beloved Chief PNP, Police General Dionardo Bernardo Carlos, for Doctor of Philosophy in National Security and Public Safety Administration. We humbly entreat your Almighty God to bestow your special blessings upon our honorary doctorate awardee. May your Holy Spirit stay with him for enlightenment and strength as he continues to spend his days of service where challenges await. Above all, we fervently pray that his noble desire to serve your people merit your grace to the fulfillment of his genuine intentions. Finally, we beseech you, dear Lord, to encompass us with your divine providence, especially to our servant leaders. May you fortify them with discernment and endow them with moral ascendancy and intellectual empowerment, so that your people will give their trust and confidence in their public service ministry. Grant all that we ask and fervently pray in your most holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. At this juncture, Attorney Dr. Tranquil Hervasio Salvador III, the Director of Postgraduate Legal Studies, will deliver the welcome remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, our honoree, General Carlos, the officers and men of the police force, Ambassador Sir Karen's spouse, and guests. Good afternoon. The National Academy of Security and Defense Planning welcomes you to this afternoon's doctoral conferment of Police General Dionardo Carlos. NASDP is registered and accredited by Migration and Home Affairs of the European Commission, an international organization for security and intelligence. NASDP is likewise a treaty partner with the National Council for Scientific Research and Defense. The NASDP strives to maintain its objectivity, credibility, and independence from any governmental or non-governmental organizations, any political party, or private interests. NASDP wants to make sure that its actions are impartial, free of the opinions, and free of interest. The NASDP cooperates with similar organizations and also with the security defense industry, the academe, and the governments. NASDP creates an international level to promote information exchange, diplomatic culture, innovative thinking, and analytical development. With this, NASDP is proud to honor our Police General for this afternoon. He truly deserves it. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Everyone, please direct your attention to the monitor for the introduction of the guest of honor and speaker, to be introduced by His Excellency, Lord Derek Huang, Director for United Nations and European Missions.
Chief Philippine General Carlos, Excellencies, as we are all gathered here today to witness the ceremonial conferment of NASDP in the Philippines. As Director General of NASDP, it is my honor to introduce our NASDP President, His Excellencies Major General Dr. Sebastian Sapu. Major General Dr. Sapu's skills involve geopolitics, interdisciplinary research, scientific research, military science, and counterintelligence. He holds a degree of Doctor in Security and National Defense, also PhD in Military Science at Academy of Romanian Scientists. He is the founder president of National Academy Security and Defense Planning, established since 2011. Having commissioner as Major General, International Academy of Kazakh's Intelligence Department, Senior Advisor for Security of Ministry of Migration and Home Affairs, European Commission, Major General and Director, International Center for Criminal Intelligence, USA, Senior Executive Officer, International Organization of Security and Intelligence, Vancouver, Canada, Krav Maga instructor and SWAT training, International School of Strategy and Tactics. Special awards. The Merit Awards as Major General for Eisenmenger International Society of the United Nations Missions Veterans. Published books, Knowledge and Creation, Campus Publisher, 2004. Corruption, the Fraud of Modern Society, Victor Publisher, 2003. Intelligence and Power, Semi Publishers, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a warm welcome to NASDP President, Major General Sapu.
And to read the message of the President, Major General Sebastian Sarbu of the National Academy of Security, Defense and Planning is Attorney Dr. Tranquil Hervasio Salvador III, Director for Postgraduate Legal Studies.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Ambassador Sarkar of the UNIGO ASEAN and Mrs. Sarkar. General Carlos, this afternoon is a momentous occasion because an honorary doctorate degree will be conferred to Police General Dionardo Carlos. This honorary degree is a reflection of his life's work, illustrious career, perseverance, and commitment. NASDP sees no reason why he should not be honored. In NASDP, we emphasize strength of character, desire to achieve moral and intellectual enhancement, and that we choose our colleagues and fellow travelers in this life wisely because we don't want to spoil our collective and individual gains. NASDP cautions against instant success since it may lose life's meaning. We believe in meaningful and significant life rooted on discipline, hard work, and ability to stand in unsettling conditions. For this kind of success is associated with the human development of the highest ethical and moral order. This also means negating consumer materialism and promoting cultures and traditions of our own. We have to value ourselves by being self-reliant and avoiding the temptations of the facile solutions. On the whole, nothing could be built without a hierarchy of sacred values and principles. NASDP thanks our Dean, Dr. Flor de Lisa D. Villaseñor, Philippine Navy Reservist, a cultural worker, and subject matter expert for making this conferment possible. May I now request Dean Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor of NASDP, Postgraduate Studies ASEAN, to lead in the engarment and the award of certificates, medals, and other evidences of completion to our awardee. Again, my heartfelt congratulations to our honoree, General Carlos, and good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, sir. And to present our honoree is Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor, Dean for Postgraduate Studies, National Academy of Security and Defense Planning.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our honoree is a member of the Philippine Military Academy Maringal Class of 1988, one of the youngest who graduated ahead of his batch. The PNP's most sought spokesperson and public information officer, alongside with then Chief PNP, now Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. He is exemplary in the areas of field operations, intelligence, investigation, and community relations. A duty-bound public servant with optimal distinction in the strategies of policing. He is a well-loved officer by both the PNP personnel and people from the community. Best known for his hashtag, Alagang Carlos, when he led Police Regional Office 8. This continued until today on and off camera, helping people in the community. It was also during his stint in PRO 8 that he established significant impressions and remarkable recognition as regional director, possessing excellent tactical leadership, particularly when one of the police station in Northern Samar successfully defended the station from the NPA terrorist attack. Another manifestation of his leadership and managerial capabilities was showcased when he worked hand in hand with the involved units of the AFP and PNP for Coplan Arvac in Panay Islands, Gempo 1 and 2 in Negros and Samar Islands when he was the Director of Integrated Police Operations in Visayas. General Carlos served in the Philippine Constabulary anti-insurgency campaigns in the areas of southern Luzon back in 1988 to 1992. It was in those years that he joined the local forces in fighting NPA rebels and dismantled 3 enemy encampments in Mindoro Island. He served in the United Nations peacekeeping mission in the Kingdom of Cambodia from 1992 to 1993 and as a member of the United Nations Transitional Authority in Cambodia, the UNTAC. Contingent, thus making his mark as part of Cambodian history for helping the country establish a new government under a new democratic constitution. While in the mission, then, Captain Carlos and his team were recognized by the UN for their bravery during the turmoil. In 1994, when Police Lieutenant General Carlos returned to the Philippines, he joined the elite force of the PNP, the Special Action Force, where he developed his counterterrorism and special operations skills through the rigorous field deployment and trainings until the year 1999. He commanded the anti-terrorist unit and at the same time served as the Deputy Commander of the Special Operations Battalion. When the undying flame that fuels and excites him from one mission to another, he again joined the UN mission in East Timor as the Philippines' advance team to help the marginalized communities in that country. After his UN mission, Police Lieutenant General Carlos was assigned in the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency in the year 2000, while the drug enforcement system in the Philippines was then in its transition. In 2002, after PDEA was placed under the Office of the President, he was absorbed under the PNP Anti-Illegal Drugs Special Operations Task Force as an intelligence operative and at the same time, its liaison officer until the year 2005. In 2006, he became the Chief of Police of the Magete City, serving for 2 years when the unit was adjudged as the best city police station in Central Visayas. He also served in CRPO as Police Community Relations Officer from 2010 to 2012, before he assumed position as Provincial Director in Quezon Province. In 2014, he was designated as the PNP Liaison Officer to the Senate and the House of Representatives, and in 2015, he served as Provincial Director of Negros Oriental, moved to the PRO 7 headquarters as its Regional Chief of Directorial Staff, RCDS, before eventually becoming the Chief PIO from 2016 to 2018. Other designations include Director Aviation Security Group, Director Highway Patrol Group, Director for Information and Communications, Technology Management, Director for Integrated Police Operations in Southern Luzon and in the Visayas, and Chief of the Directorial Staff. Notwithstanding his handful of minor and preparatory designations, would hone him to excellence before reaching the highest position in the PNP, the Chief of the Philippine National Police. The multitude of awards and recognition under his belt displays that he has indeed served with excellence and distinction. Some of his most notable accomplishments were 2009 Country's Outstanding Policeman in Service, the Honorable and Outstanding Police Enforcer Award from the GCI Manila in 2013, the Award of Continuing Excellence in Service from Metrobank Foundation, Incorporated, which he earned in 2014, Civil Service Commission Dangal ng Bayan Awardee of Eastern Visayas in 2019, and the natatanging Lucinahin for his professional contribution in public order and safety for more than 37 years in 2021. All his recognitions were condensed when he was conferred the Outstanding Performance Award for fiscal year 2021 with the Police Cavaliers Association, the 27th Chief of the Philippine National Police, and now the newest honorary doctor of the National Academy of Security and Defense Planning, ladies and gentlemen, General Dionardo Carlos.
And for the solemnity of the conferment ceremony, please arise. May I now request Dean Dr. Flor de Lisa Villaseñor, Postgraduate Studies, ASEAN, to lead in the engagement and the award of certificates, medals, and other evidence of completion to our honoree. May we request Police General Dionardo B. Carlos to proceed to the center for the conferment ceremony. For the Doctor of Philosophy in National Security and Public Administration, honoris causa, Police General Dionardo B. Carlos, Chief of Philippine National Police. A warm up applause to our doctorate degree holder, Dr. Dionardo B. Carlos. Dr. Dionardo B. Carlos will also receive the National Academy of Security and Planning Medal, pin, and certificate. The United Nations Intergovernmental Organization is also presenting a plaque of recognition to Dr. Dionardo B. Carlos in appreciation of his sincere dedication and commitments for public safety, peace and justice, strong institutions, partnership for goals in the aim of implementing the UN Sustainable Development Goals in the Philippines. Once again, a round of applause to our doctorate degree holder, Dr. Dionardo B. Carlos. Once again, congratulations, Police General Dionardo B. Carlos, Doctor of Philosophy and National Security and Public Administration. And now, let's hear the message of Police General Dionardo B. Carlos, Doctor of Philosophy and National Security and Public Administration.
Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. Good afternoon. Let me acknowledge first Attorney Tranquil Salvador III, the Director for Postgraduate Legal Studies. Of course, Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor, Colonel Philippine Navy Reserve, Dean of the Postgraduate Studies. His Excellency Divikar Sarkar of the UNIGO. Let me acknowledge also the senior officers who are with us today. Our Chief of Directorial Staff, Police Lieutenant General Vic Danao, and of course our Director for Police Community Personnel and Records Management, Police Major General June Tadeo. The other officers here from the Philippine National Police, from the Armed Forces, from the Navy, from the Marines who are here with us, other guests, special guests who are here. Muli po, magandang hapon. Let me just extend to you my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the 225,000 officers and personnel of the Philippine National Police. I'd like to thank the National Academy of Security and Defense Planning, or NASDP, as I humbly received this honorary degree in National Security and Public Safety Administration. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to our guest and honored speaker, the President of the NASDP, Major General Sebastian Sarbu, to Dean Flordelisa Villaseñor, and Attorney Tranquil Salvador III, sir, and all the officers and members and the faculty of NASDP for recognizing our competency and hard work in the field of national security, intelligence, operation, law enforcement, and public safety. As the Chief of the Philippine National Police, it is with utmost pride and honor to accept this conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in National Security and Public Safety Administration given by your esteemed institution. As I continue to lead as the father of the entire police force dedicated performing its mission and mandate to serve and protect the public with greater sense of courage, discipline, and accountability. This degree signifies an act of faith on your part. Since day one of my assumption as duty as the Chief of the Philippine National Police, we have jointly built the momentum of our focused programs and priorities that hopefully will positively address both internal and external issues and dysfunctions which are crucial to the delivery or deliverable services we provide to our community. And if in time we come to successfully accomplish our mission through the guidance of our Almighty Creator, with the cooperation and confidence of our people, then I would say that I have given justice to this honorary degree and your expression of faith that you have given me today. I would like to share this honor to my family, to my children, and my mother, and up to now, it's the strength and inspiration to me all these years. To my colleagues, fellow officers from the Philippine National PNP, the men and women, and the entire Philippine National Police, I have worked with as a constant, they are my constant motivator, mentor, and great help in helping me gain this achievement by surpassing all undertaking in life. Maraming salamat po sa atin pong mga kasama sa pambansang pulisya. Much remain to be done for the organizational development and innovations of the Philippine National Police. What we have been achieved is a manifestation that success lies well within the realm of service above self, along with public trust and confidence. Your PNP has been on track on achieving its goal. We always come prepared to face challenges. We know which path we have to take to better serve this country, and above all, we have enough strength to succeed with the unwavering support of our community. Again, as I receive this honorary honor, I wish to reiterate my sincerest gratitude to the National Academy of Security and Defense Planning as PNP's ally in fostering strategic diplomatic relations, security and intelligence expertise, and international cooperation, gearing towards stronger defense system and law enforcement strategies. I shall return this honor by doing my best in this service of my country, our people, and for the greater glory of God. So, before I end, let me express to you that all my almost 38 years of service, there's only one thing I do. I am simply an instrument. From day one, when I entered the academy, I am only an instrument of my true God. And whatever my mind, my hand does on a daily basis is my daily worship to my one true God. So today, you are not honoring me, or the academy, the NSDP is honoring me. You are honoring God and the people I serve. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for truly recognizing a one true God and the Filipino people that I serve. So it's really an honor for me to represent and be an instrument at this moment. Muli po, maraming salamat. As I always say, mabuhay po ang pambansang Pilipinas at higit sa lahat, mabuhay ang ating lahi, ang lahing Kayumanggi. God bless everybody.
Thank you very much to our Chief Philippine National Police, Police General Dr. Dionardo B. Carlos, sir. At this point, the Chief PNP Police General Dionardo B. Carlos would like to present a token to Dr. Flor de Lisa Villaseñor, Dean for Postgraduate Studies, and Attorney Dr. Tranquil Hervacio Salvador III, Director for Postgraduate Legal Studies. Once again, congratulations and a warm applause for Dr. Dionardo B. Carlos. Please be seated for the continuation of our program. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now come to the awarding of Medalya ng Katangi-Tanging Gawa, PNP Outstanding Achievement Medal, to Commander Flor de Lisa Villaseñor, Philippine Navy Reserve. At this time, let us watch the audiovisual presentation on the journey of the Philippine National Police Museum prior to its renovation and accreditation. Warm up applause, please. And to read the general orders is Police Brigadier General Constancio Chinayog Jr., Executive Officer, Directorate for Personnel and Records Management.
Republic of the Philippines, National Police Commission, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police. Camp Brigadier General Rafael T. Crame, Quezon City. Medalya ng katangi-tanging gawa. Pursuant to General Order Number 43, dated March 16, 2022, di medalya ng katangi-tanging gawa, the PNP Outstanding Achievement Medal is awarded to Dr. Flordelisa T. Villaseñor, Colonel, Philippine Navy Reserve, for her extraordinary service in the advancement of police-related public service of the highest order during the relaunching of the PNP Museum on October 20, 2021. The PNP Museum was refurbished almost a couple of months, curating important artifacts and exhibits to suit international standards. The relaunching activity involves the wreath laying in honor of PNP personnel who died in the war against drugs and the announcement of the accreditation of the PNP Museum as the first institutional member of the International Council of Museums from the Philippines. The Chief PNP extolled the importance of the PNP Museum as it serves as recollections of the courage, sacrifices, and triumphs of the police force to ensure that the Filipino people can enjoy peace and security. The museum proudly exhibits artifacts from the Medal of Valor awardees, including the SAF 44. It also counters the narratives of EJK allegations from the international community. Her high sense of responsibility and dedication to duty resulted in the delivery of quality service to the community, thus contributed to the attainment of the mission and objectives of the Philippine National Police. By command of Police General Carlos, Official, Vicente D. Danao Jr., Police Lieutenant General, the Chief of Directoral Staff. Signed, Herminio S. Tadeo Jr., Police Major General, the Director for Personnel and Records Management.
May we request Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor, PNP Reserve, Outstanding Achievement Medal awarded to rise for the presentation of awards to be presented by Police General Dionardo B. Carlos, Chief Philippine National Police, and to be assisted by Police Lieutenant General Vicente Danao Jr., the Chief Directorial Staff, and Police Major General Herminio Tadeo Jr., the Director for Personnel and Records Management. The Medalya ng Katangi-Tanging Gawa is awarded to PNP members and civilian personnel of the Republic of the Philippines and of friendly foreign nations for a distinguished or extraordinary achievement or service in the advancement of science, socio-economic, technical, and police-related to public service of the highest order. Once again, a round of applause for Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor. Please be seated. And now, let's hear the message of Commander Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor, our awardee.
Good afternoon again to everyone. I'll make sure I have to take note. Good afternoon again, sir, General Dionardo Carlos, and everyone. Standing before you to receive the PNP Outstanding Achievement Award is both an honor and a humbling experience. An honor since it is a recognition given to an individual by the Philippine National Police and our country for extraordinary achievement or service. When I was tasked to spearhead the rehabilitation of the PNP Museum, all I had in mind was to help collate, restore, and bring to the awareness of the public the rich and proud history of the Philippine National Police. I had to rummage through the decades-old and warehoused artifacts to ascertain which truly reflects the history and glory of our PNP. It was a daunting task, but it is worth it. It is not only for us to view and behold, but for our countrymen to understand the kind of service and sacrifices given by our police force to protect our civilian society. This award is also a humbling experience for me, since I never expected that I will be given the chance to work with the PNP Museum while I am on active duty training in the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Navy Museum. Thank you so much, Philippine Navy. Thank you so much, Philippine National Police, for this opportunity. I never expected that my advocacy of promoting arts and culture for the next generation of Filipinos will be given this recognition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Once again, a congratulatory applause for Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor. At this point, let's hear the closing message of Police Lieutenant General Vicente Danao Jr., the Chief Directorial Staff.
Before I'll give my closing message, please allow me to read the following. The father and big brother of the Philippine National Police, Police General Dionardo Carlos, sir, our Dean for Postgraduate Studies of NHDP, Dr. Flordelisa Villaseñor, ma'am, the Director of Postgraduate Legal Studies, Attorney Tranquil Salvador, sir, other distinguished guests within the hall, officers from the AFP, other officers of the Philippine National Police, friends from the media, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. On behalf of more than 225,000 gallant men and women of the Philippine National Police, it is with great pride and honor to be delivering the closing message in today's fruitful and meaningful occasion, the honorary doctoral conferment ceremony of our Chief Philippine National Police, Police General Dionardo B. Carlos, for his doctorate in philosophy in national security and public safety. We emerge more inspired that this auspicious gathering of such eminent people is celebrated here at the Philippine National Police Museum, which boasts not only the rich cultural heritage of the country's premier police agency, but also a recollection of the fine traditions of law enforcement and saga of courage, sacrifices, and triumphs of the Philippine National Police that will constantly inspire and remind the community of how gallant our police officers had laid down their lives and fought relentlessly so that people can enjoy peace and security. The National Academy of Security and Defense Planning, or NASDP of Bucharest, Romania, implements in the world a brand new and innovative concept of security, defense, safety, and reaction to crisis management, using a new institutional approach for the promotion of dialogue with the major public institution, having for social mission the promotion of knowledge about new types of threats, risks, and vulnerabilities at the individual, group, social, national, and regional and global levels, as well as promoting a new kind of strategic diplomatic relation and international security expertise. More importantly, the NASDP solutions to security risks, issues, and violations of the global threats in order to identify internal problems for national defense system and increase the defense capacity as part of an integrated strategy. Thus, being conferred to our Chief PNP an honorary degree by this eminent body is no mean feat in itself. To our beloved Chief PNP, there was never a doubt in our hearts and minds that you were destined for greater success. And we are so humbled to witness another crowning glory of your career, sir, as police officer and public servant that fosters the finest tradition of valor, service, gallantry, great sacrifice, and good governance. Undeniably, this notable milestone of service excellence bestowed upon our Chief PNP will surely motivate and inspire every PNP personnel to really serve and protect the community with greater zeal and determination. Today's momentous occasion is also a leap forward in paving for our cooperation towards international peace and progress. Though we differ in nationality, language, culture, and domestic laws, we have the same faith and hope for our trade. That is perhaps the most fundamental reason why we need to foster international cooperation. Rest assured that the NASDP, International Government Organization, and the European Union missions have our earnest and full cooperation as we tirelessly build a more stable and peaceful future for our country. To our beloved Chief PNP again, our best wishes for continuing great success. Again, thank you. As we say it here in the Philippines, mabuhay ang ating kayumangging kulay.
Thank you very much, Sir Police Lieutenant General Vicente Denao Jr. And at this time, we would like to request our guests and visitors from the National Academy of Security for the photo opportunity with our Chief PNP Police General Dionardo B. Carlos. Ma'am and Sir. Once again, thank you very much, and that ends our Doctoral Conferment ceremony and awarding of PNP Outstanding Achievement Medal. Once again, congratulations to Police General Dionardo B. Carlos and Dr. Flor de Lisa Villa Sr. To the officials of the National Academy of Security and Defense Planning, UN Intergovernmental Organization, guests and visitors, members of the PNP Command Group, and other officers, and the persons behind the success of this momentous event, congratulations at mabuhay tayong lahat.